Hey guys, I know this is maybe weird or creepy that you can hear my voice, even though I'm not here. But today we are going to be continuing on with C notes. So what you should have done already with the slide is set up your C notes here. So your name, Avid3, whatever, the date, and then the topic is the trouble with tusks. That's the article that you should have in front of you. Okay, and then also the essential question. So what makes elephants so fascinating? Why are they in danger? And what can I do to help? If it's not all set up, then you can go ahead and pause the video and fix that right now. Okay, so you should be back. And so today you might be wondering to yourself why we are writing C notes on elephants. And we're just going with the theme we had on Monday, and it's really just for us to practice taking notes on an article because we've already done it on during class. So now we're going to practice doing it with an article while I'm gone. Okay? So after you set all this up, we're going to start taking notes. I'm going to demonstrate doing it to you and then in front of you, and then you're going to do it for the rest of the period by yourself. So watch carefully what I do here. The first thing I do when I'm taking notes in an article is actually read the article. Now, this essential question right here is actually what I'm trying to answer with my notes. So anytime I see any information in this article that answers what makes elephants so fascinating, why are they in danger, and what can I do to help, I'm going to write it down in my notes. So let's start by reading. So I'm going to read this first paragraph and underline any information I think applies to this question. Here we go. The trouble with tusks. Make sure you're following along as I'm reading this in your own or on the screen. Millions of wild elephants once roamed the continents of Africa and Asia. Millions of wild elephants. That's kind of interesting. That answers this question about fascinating, what makes elephants fascinating, so I'm going to write it down. Millions, but I'm going to abbreviate because I'd be here all day if I wrote this whole thing down. Elephants roamed Africa long ago. But elephant populations have declined by more than 50% in the past century. As few as 500,000 elephants remain in the world. Holy smokes. By more than 50% in the past century, that is a humongous amount. I'm going to write that down. So millions of elephants roamed Africa long ago, but they've declined by 50%. So gone down by 50%. That's amazing. That's also kind of answering this question about them being in danger. It doesn't answer why, but it is pretty fascinating. So that's why I wrote it down. One of the biggest reasons for this is the killing of elephants for their ivory tusks. I'm going to pause really quick. Make sure that you are underlining everything that I'm underlining and writing down what I write down too. This says millions elephants roamed Africa long ago. And then I have a little arrow and I said gone down by 50%. Okay? Pause it if you just need to pause it. And we're going to keep going. So I'm going to reread this sentence again and look for more information that applies to my essential question. One of the biggest reasons for this is the killing of elephants for their ivory tusks. Ivory tusks right here. This is answering the question why they're in danger. We're killing them for their ivory tusks. Tusks meaning, you know, like this in the picture. This is a tusk right here. Ooh. This is a tusk in the picture, the little bone thing sticking out by their mouth. Ivory has been used by people for thousands of years. It is used to make piano keys, billiard balls, fancy chopsticks, Asian stamps, and other luxury trinkets. That's kind of a weird word, so I'm just going to give myself a definition. Luxury trinkets are just things like knickknacks or cool things. So I'm just going to write down cool things. They're usually decorative. Decorative. But the only way to get ivory is from a dead elephant. Okay, so I didn't write this down as I was going, so now I'm going to look back at this paragraph and write down what I underlined. So again, I'm looking for something that's answering this question about what makes elephants so fascinating and why are they in danger. So when I look here, killing of elephants for their biggest reasons for this is the killing of elephants for their ivory tusks. That answers that question of why they are in danger. So I'm going to write that down. People, but again, look, watch how I do this in my own words. People kill elephants for their tusks. Okay? Ivory's been used, blah, 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 blah. Oh, so it's been used for a lot of things, and I underlined this luxury trinkets thing, so I might just write down a couple things it's used for. So piano keys. It's used for billiard balls. That's for like playing pool. Chopsticks. So I'm just going to write down some of these. Okay. I don't need to write down all of them. That's okay. It's not super important. But what's important is answering why they're in danger. And so I'm just giving examples of what people use the tusks for. So I'm going to stop really quick and recap what I just did. I read the paragraphs one by one. Either at the end of the sentence or at the end of the paragraph, I looked back to see if I underlined any information that applied to this essential question. What makes elephants so fascinating? Why are they in danger? And what can I do to help? So you actually right now are going to continue doing that. Keep reading through these paragraphs. While you're reading, underline information that applies to this question. Once you're done reading a paragraph, go back and write down what you underlined. Remember, you don't have to write the whole thing down. Put it in your own words and then abbreviate. So just put down the information that's really, really important. Okay? You should at least fill up this page. You're probably going to go on to the second page by the time your period is done. Once you're finished, then you may present this to the substitute. If he sees that you did enough or she sees that you did enough, then you'll be able to work on other homework, but not before. I want good reports when I come back tomorrow, and good luck.